All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well, why not this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And today, man, just basically I'm getting on the First Amendment. Now we already know what happened with this Jimmy Kimmel thing, making a damn joke or whatever. But when you really look at the bigger picture, these devils are really playing out the narrative. They finna plan out the narrative to come after the prophets. Because if Jimmy Kimmel get in trouble for making the jokey joke, what happens to the ones who's telling America they're going to be destroyed? What happened to the ones who's fulfilling right here? Let's get this real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel 35 in verse 1. It says, "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." Yes, if Jimmy Kimmel get in trouble for telling the joke, what will happen to the ones who's prophesying against Mount Seir? Now, if you don't know, Mount Seir is America today. The reason why Seir, that's one major city of the nations of Edom. And like how America is a major continent, a country of the Edomites, man. So we're prophesying against this wicked kingdom. Let's go ahead and continue on and say unto it, "Thus saith the Lord power, O behold, O Mount Seir, O behold, the mountain of America. I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste." And that's how you know that it's talking about America right here too. America is full of cities, man. It says, "And thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua." So we're telling these Americans, we're telling all the people that dwell in Mount Seir that this kingdom will be destroyed. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It tells you in verse 1. So again, if Jimmy Kimmel get in trouble for telling a little jokey joke, what will happen unto the prophets, man, who sincerely prophesying the end goal of this place? Now let's read a little bit of this article in Houston Public Media. It's the First Amendment under attack in America. Analysts discuss the return of Jimmy Kimmel Live and other headlines regarding the First Amendment in this week's political roundup. Jimmy Kimmel Live returned to ABC last night after nearly a week absence in response of the threat from FCC Chairman Brendan Carr to stations carrying the programs. Two large local stations groups with the business before FCC Nexstar Sinclair broadcast groups chose not to air Kimmel's show. So it's different networks that's refusing to air his that was refusing to air his TV show, his late night show or whatever. Even though, again, this is nothing but the jingling of the keys, but what these people are doing, they're finna cultivate these people's mind. Just say, yeah, maybe it do need to be censored. And a major reason why, what about YouTube? You say certain things on YouTube, you get hit with certain penalties, whether it be medical misinformation, whether it be hate speech, but somebody can talking about an 11-year-old transgendering, man. An 8-year-old who identifies as a 32-year-old, man. How crazy can these people be? But again, for lack of better words, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set us up here in these latter days to speak against this place. This only thing this guy did was made a little joke about a guy, and they went to the extreme. Imagine the ones who's telling these people that they're gonna go down. Matter of fact, let's get some. Because even what is it? I know it's in the book of Samuel, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's in the book of Kings. The prophet Micah. Yep. Hold on. Yep. This is the book of 1 Kings 22. And I'm gonna start at verse let's start at verse 7. Now, when you read up on the history It was the king of Israel trying to see if he's going to go to war, you know? And he was going to different men, and they was telling him, go ahead and go. But let's see what happened when he came into a man of the Lord, for the lack of better words. Let's get this. It says, and Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of the Lord besides, that me might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah. And that's the spirit that we're coming in. You know, the son of Elama, by whom we may inquire of the Lord Yahweh Shai, but I hate him. And that's how these Americans feel about us. And if you don't think that, look how many pages brothers got took down, how many videos got took down. And ultimately, they ain't taking down not videos because it's misinformation. No, they taking down the videos because ultimately they hate us, man. And it's going to get to a point when these devils is going to have to physically come after us, man. Read this again. It says, but whom we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him, for he doth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so. Yes, so we're not prophesying nothing good concerning America, man. And that's the reason why these devils is finna get ready to do away with the First Amendment. Because we're spiritually chained down Babylon. Thus saith the Lord. Let's go right here to the book of Jeremiah 28. And we're going to jump down to verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and that have been before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kings of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what we're doing, man. We're prophesying against America. We're prophesying against Trump. We even prophesy against Putin, Jinping, Kim Jong-un, the Netanyahu, the nigga over there in France in the UK. We're not prophesying nothing good concerning this beast system as a whole, man, but especially America. And the reason why, because this is what the beast pushed forth all his BS, man. They're pushing out throughout the world. So we're telling these people that ultimately this place is going to go down by World War III, man. Thus saith Yahweh by Shai. And this is why the narrative or the reaction of these people is going to be what? We got to get these guys off the streets. Don't be surprised if they have military troops on the streets. They're trying to stop us from teaching. Why? Because they know that the words that we're carrying is powerful, man. Prophecy is powerful. Read this again. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get this. Please bear with me, Akim. Please bear with me. That's how you know that the words of Yahweh Shai is powerful, man. and really it's cause and effect now. For starting off with Elder Albert Bivens, my own down to the apostles and elders, on down to younger brothers like myself, man. The things that we're saying is not hitting on dead ears. No, it's actually affecting the structure of this place as we speak it, And that's how you know that Yahweh Shai is with us. Let's get this in the book of St. Matthew 17. And I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief. For, because some people think America going to keep on going. Some people think, no, bro, y'all, they don't have faith in Yahweh Shai. They don't believe that the Lord is a so-called black man. They really can't see a life without Esau. Why? Because they believe in Esau. They believe in the American dream instead of believing in the kingdom of heaven, man. You can't believe in the kingdom of heaven in America at the same time. Read this again. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief. Why? You don't believe in the kingdom is coming. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence. Just like that Mount Seir. It's not talking about something different. No, it's talking about the same thing. We talk that this kingdom, this mountain, this beast government to be removed, man. Remove thence to yonder place, and it shall be removed, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Yes, man. So we telling this place to go down so the kingdom of heaven can be established. And again, that's another reason why we're hated, man. Because we're telling you that your kingdom is over with, is wanting, and ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to establish bigger and better things, man. You know, i.e. the kingdom of heaven. Let's go ahead and end it off right here in the book of Galatians 4. And I'm going to jump down to verse 16. It says, "And I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth." Now, let's go right here into the word enemy. You know, the word enemy. Let's go down to the fifth definition is the V. It says the devil, who is the most bitter enemy of the divine government. And yes, because we're telling them that this current beast government, we're telling them that they're going down, and ultimately that our kingdom is going to be established, and you're going to be under us. That's why this guy, he's bitter. That's why he's hostile. That's why he's opposing the Most High in the mind, because ultimately he want to do his own thing here. He want death to continue to reign so he can rule. But ultimately, that's not the will of the Lord. The will of the Lord is this place to be taken out. Let's read this one more time. "I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth." And as the answer to that is yes, we are enemies with this current beast system, is because this beast system is totally anti-Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So yeah, I pray this video is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honor to my apostle, elders, great millstone.